here, on the very rim of known space, justice is a long way away.
The song is back, y'all. Hello, and welcome back to the Space Game Junkie podcast. I, as always, am your co-host, Brian. Joining me, as always, is your co-host, Spaz.
Somehow emulated from another computer.
Also joining us is your co-host, Julie.
Hello from the Midwest, where the sun is shining and it's beautiful weather. There's no snow anywhere, but ice you can never be sure. But this is near Chicago. We're always ready for ice.
Get the salt ready. Also joining us is your co-host, Thorsten.
Hello, back from the dead.
We're so happy.
Even Discord,
happy.
yeah, and Discord is cooperating this time. I can't believe it.
Knock on IKEA wood. Don't know. I mean, Jacob's on the server. Did we ping him? Did I ping him? Should I ping him?
He was not pinged, but he did have some other stuff going on too. So
yeah,
we'll see.
He's a youngin with a busy schedule. Hopefully he'll be able to join us. And your co-host, David. Hi, David. David?
We're not getting any audio from you, David.
David, what happened? We were getting audio from you just a moment ago. Oh no.
Testing.
There he is.
There we go.
Okay, it slipped out a little bit. I'm here. Yeah, the matrix simulation is breaking down. I don't know what's going on with the weather currently. 1 second, it's sunny like hell. The other one, it's sunny and rains. And the other way, and then the third one, it's pitch black outside.
Oh,
What's going on?
I wish I could tell you. So, friends, we're continuing our theme from last week. Last week, we talked about mobile hardware to play your old games on, and newer games. You can play their newer Android games and iOS games. We talked about, games to play old stuff on. And now we're going to talk about the emulators to play that old stuff. Now, we want to be very clear of two things. One, I'm showing the website. These websites are going to be on the post on spacegamejunkie.com. So you can find all the links there once it goes live tomorrow. But I'm going to be showing the websites. So if you want to see what all these things look like, you might want to watch the YouTube. But if not, that's fine too. You're not really missing anything. It's just wanted to say that because usually we just have some crap going on in the background and it doesn't really matter. But today we have something to show you. So that's why we're going to say that. And two, we're not talking about any way on how to get games. We're not talking about how to get raw. You should be playing your own legal copies of things, and there are ways to copy everything that you own. So we're going to presume you're playing your own shit. Excuse my language. I'm very tired. We're going to presume you're playing your own legally owned crap. Okay. There are ways to download ROMs from anything. And you just got to, and we're not telling you how to do that either. We're talking today about the emulators people have made to play your legally copied games. That's what we're talking about. I apologize. That is the wife. I've got the phone on Do Not Disturb, but I still have, my wife whitelisted, obviously. So, I want to talk about... So, first I want to ask my illustrious co-hosts a question. Have you guys used emulators before?
Once. I got one on my phone.
What is it? Which one is it?
It is a phone. It is an emulator designed solely to play a ROM of an old Pokemon game I have, because in their infinite wisdom, Nintendo has chosen not to re-release Pokemon games, and since I no longer have the old Nintendo machine someplace, it is the only way to play this Pokemon game, top down with the the little MIDI music and all the rest. But it's an old game and I kind of like it, and it's the only way to play that. So yes, That's the only time I've ever played it.
It's amazing. Yeah, Chris, we're going to talk about that. It's amazing that they don't have all those old Pokemon games for sale digitally. Like, that's leaving money on the table. If you could buy like gold and silver and all those ones for the Switch, I don't know why they don't let you. It seems like they're not. I mean, there's no eShop on the DS anymore. You can't. They're not making games for the Game Boy or Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance anymore. So why not put those games available digitally? Even put them on their, like that thing you got to pay for yearly where they give you all these old games. Put it on that. You know? Why not put it on? Anyway, that's another
topic entirely.
That's another podcast about emulation. Yeah, that's another podcast about emulation. Our frustrations with emulation. No, today
that's getting into legal territory because they're very litigious about those kinds of things.
God, they are. But like, it's their games. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, why not just put it on their thing?
Yeah, but we should probably leave that topic alone.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just frustrated because they're leaving money on the table for themselves. This is an opportunity for them, and they are fudging it. Anyway, I don't understand. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about emulate. Anybody else has played an emulator, used an emulator on their phone, on their PC? Anybody else?
Yeah,
on
the
PC,
tablet,
yes.
We're going to talk mostly mobile here. We're going to talk about we're going to talk about mostly mobile here, but you know, I mean, these emulators are also available for the PC. Thorsten, I think you spoke first, so you go first.
Okay, I've used a multitude of emulators on the tablet for the C64 and Amiga games.
Oh, I'm gonna bring up a C64 emulator. Is it C64.emu?
The problem is I don't even remember the names of those things. I haven't done it for ages.
Oh man!
But I think it was EMU was one of them.
Yeah, There's we're going to talk about C64 in a minute. But yeah, I didn't know there was an Amiga emulator. I didn't know that. That's really awesome. I'll have to look that up because of the other podcast, Retro Dogfight. I'm probably going to be diving into Amiga soon to play some Amiga Soul flight sims, you know, because there are some. Yes, Chris, DOSBox is considered an emulator. We're going to get to that. So was that what you had to say, Thorsten? Was that what you were chiming in? Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay,
I just was. Yep.
Okay. Spaz, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say that I did used to years ago, over a decade ago, used to use emulators on my PC specifically because I have the discs, I have the cartridges, but I want to reduce the wear and tear on them.
Oh yeah, of course.
Which is why I was doing that.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the reasons you emulate. Yeah. Yeah,
exactly. I still have the old hardware and the console to play it on, but that was why I would do it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I have I've used emulators on and off throughout the years. I've been using them especially on my new tablet. My new tablet is I think I play more emulated stuff on my tablet than anything else. But I want to talk about the emulators I've specifically used that I can recommend to everybody. There are a lot of other emulators out there. I've included links to some of the sources I found with lists to like a Sega Saturn emulator and yada yada yada, and some emulators. There are iOS emulators now. There are emulators for iOS, I mean, but that's very new, so there aren't that many. Whereas Android's been like doing this for years, so there are a lot more emulators to talk about for Android. But before we get into the actual emulators, I want to talk kind of about a side thing. It's not strict emulation. They're called source ports. And there are a few of those that I have used. The best one so far is called VCMI. This lets you play Here's a Might and Magic 3 on just about anything. And this is one of those instances where you need a legal copy of the game because it needs the game files to run. But I've been playing this on my tablet, and playing Heroes of Might and Magic 3 on my tablet is just a fucking joy. I'm very tired, so the cursing's probably gonna come out because I don't have the mental energy to stop it. I apologize. But VCMI is probably one of my favorites of these source ports that I've played because it translates playing Heroes of Might and Magic 3 to the touchscreen absolutely beautifully. Like, I'm shocked at how well this works, and it's not just for mobile platforms. You can run it for Windows, Linux, and Mac as well. But yeah, I haven't really played FH Heroes 2 as much, so I didn't want to chime in on that one because I prefer, like we talked about, I preferred Heroes 3. But Chris, the person you want to talk to is After the Restream Bot. That's the name of the person. Is After Restream Bot. VCMI is absolutely I don't know how they did it, but they made Heroes of Might and Magic 3 run perfectly on a touchscreen. It's with scrolling zoom and moving around and it's just, I don't know how they did it, but it's amazing. And it supports mods. It supports mods, and Heroes 3 has a lot of mods, and it supports maps, so you can download a bunch of maps for the PC version, for example, and just put them on your device or whatever, and you have all those maps. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. If you like Heroes of Might and Magic 2 or 3, especially 3, this is the way to go. I can't say enough good things about this. I mean, it's one of my most played games on my tablet is VCMI. When I'm in the mood for a strategy game, this is pretty much the one I go to because you can play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 forever. Not only does it have lengthy campaigns, lots of user maps, it's got a random map generator. You can play this thing forever. And this source port like lets you do all that stuff. It's astounding. And it's very easy to use. It tells you where to put your files and everything. Just boom, boom, done. Takes like 3 seconds. You know, an idiot could run this, and I am an idiot. So, so yeah, I can't recommend VCMI enough if you're into Heroes of Might and Magic 3. The next one I played with, which is actually shockingly good, it's called Devolution X. This is a source port for the first Diablo game. And I've been playing this. I've been playing this now not only on my tablet. I believe I installed it on my 3DS as well. So this is a source port for the original Diablo. It also supports Hellfire, the expansion. And like, how well does Diablo work on a touchscreen? It works very, very well. It works shockingly well. Oh my God, it works so well. I think the original Diablo is still one of the best. I'm surprised there isn't been a thing for Diablo 2, since that's the one people seem to love the most. But I couldn't find a source port for Diablo 2. If there is one, and someone knows about one, just let us know. You can totally add it. But I could not find one for Diablo 2. But this is the one everyone was talking about. And yeah, you could play this on a zillion things. Yeah, everything from a tablet to a 3DS. I think you can put it on the Vita. I think you can put this on like a myriad of devices, and it's really an impressive thing, especially if you like Diablo. The final one I'll talk about, this one came up last week. It's called Delta Touch. This allows you to play Doom on your tablet, and it's it runs wonderfully. I put my WADs on there. It runs great. It's only a little bit clunky because you're on a touch screen. You're kind of using gamepad controls, which I'm like, what? But once you get the hang of it, it runs really, really well. So yeah, this allows you to run your Doom WADs on your Android device, whether it's a phone or a tablet, and it has a free Doom thing that you can just download. It's like a free Doom WAD that they just let you play, but you can put on all your WADs on it, and it runs. I think you can put Doom 3 on it too. Doom 1, 2, and 3, I think, which is crazy. But yeah, I think that's what this is. Doom 3 right there. So it looks like you can put and Hexen and Heretic too? No, really? That makes sense. Wow. Okay, this just got even more awesome. I didn't know about that. I didn't know you could put Hexen and Heretic on this. Okay, well, I own all those, so I know what I'm doing later today with my tablet. I'm downloading those too and putting them on my tablet. Again, the controls for me were a little clunky, but I'm getting used to them because it's more of a gamepad controller. Like there's no mouse control that I could find. But it works. It's really fun to play Doom on the go. I mean, you can play Doom on anything. I know, but this is a real fun way to play it on your tablet or your phone. And again, it's just you drop the WADs in there and you're good to go. Doesn't need anything else. So now we're going to move on to the actual emulators, and I want to talk about my favorite of all time for a minute. Magic fucking DOSBox. This might be my most used emulator. I think this is my most used emulator on my tablet.
Hello, Jacob.
It's the one and only. Hi, Jacob, by the way.
Jacob! Welcome. How you doing, man? You all right? Jacob?
Apologies, audio issues.
No worries. How you doing, man? You all right?
Currently, yeah, decently well.
Good. Since you weren't here, I'll ask you the question. Have you played with emulators before?
Briefly.
Okay.
I say that because not really by much. The big thing I did was I played it. The PSP was an official emulator for it contained an official emulator for stuff like the PlayStation 1 and so on. Well, it was just a PlayStation 1, and I played a few games there. But I tend to have a very bad luck with emulators in terms of actually getting them to cooperate with me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a modded Vita where I played a lot of PSP games. It's great.
Can I point out at this point, while you mentioned the Vita, that Nintendo Switch has built-in emulators, and yes, if you subscribe, they have all the older games that were first on the Switch on the old Game Boys that you could possibly choke down and play.
Right. I mean, that's good. So, yeah, that's with a yearly subscription to their online service, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah, $20 for a year.
That's not bad. So I first wanted to talk about my favorite emulator ever, Magic DOSBox. Chris, Master of Orion 2 runs absolutely fine on Magic DOSBox because the touchscreen works as a mouse. So you've no problem moving the mouse around, clicking things. Yeah, Master of Orion 2, Master of Magic. I mostly play F-117A Stealth Fighter on it. I'm going to be perfectly honest. That might be my most played game on my tablet.
Respectable.
Between Heroes 3 and F-117. The Magic DOSBox is amazing because you can emulate a joystick if you want for other flight sims. And I think it'll put on an on-screen joystick. I saw someone did that. But for the most part, I've thrown about 30 games at this thing so far and haven't had one problem with any of them. Even quirky ones like the original Starflight work well on Magic DOSBox. And I've used it to play F-117, F-19, Starfleet 2, Silent Service 2, Red Storm Rising, Master of Magic, Master of Orion 1 and 2. So many others. Yeah, this is probably my favorite emulator on my tablet. I love it so much. There's a free version and a paid version. Once I started using it, I'm like, I'm paying for this. But yeah, if you're into DOS games at all, this is astounding. You could put just about. I've got the only DOS game I haven't put on there. So many of my favorite games of all time are DOS games, and I haven't put TIE Fighter on there yet because I don't know how well that would work, but I want to try it. Imagine playing TIE Fighter on the go on your tablet. That'd be amazing. I gotta set up the joystick thing though, which I haven't tried yet. But F-117 is perfect because it's a great keyboard-only flight sim, and you're not doing a lot of big maneuvering in the F-117. And if you are, you've pretty much failed. So
Yeah, it's a stealth game.
It's a stealth game. That's why it works perfectly on Magic DOSBox with just touchscreen controls. I have not tried Ascendancy. That's a good. I should load that up. I own a copy. I should load Ascendancy up. I bet it does. I bet you money it does. I don't know, but I never played the Dig, so I'm not into adventure games anymore. I don't have the patience. But Ascendancy, even with its stupid AI, I love that game. But yeah, Magic DOSBox. I know. I hear it in my head now too, David. I hear the music now in my head. Oh my god, that music. So yeah, for DOS, if you like DOS games at all, and I have a feeling a lot of us here probably do, this game is just absolutely amazing. Lots of options to change the screen size, change the sound setting. Like you have every possible setting you can imagine, and even an idiot like me can run it. It's so easy to run. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about Magic DOSBox. I started playing it on my phone so I could play Starfleet 2 wherever I want. Now I play it on my tablet because it's just better on my tablet. And yeah, playing Starfleet 2 on there is great. I've even gotten through a mission or two of Gunship 2000 with the keyboard only on Magic DOSBox because that is a hard game without a joystick, and I did it, and it was great. So yeah. Huh?
May I make a side tangent right now?
What?
A small side tangent.
Oh, sure.
Has somebody ever tried to use a real joystick, a physical joystick, or a physical gamepad on the tablet? I mean, it should be possible.
You think it would work? I mean, I wonder because the problem that would really drain the battery, I would think, because powering the USB device. But my tablet has 2 USB-C ports, so I wonder if I could plug in. Good question. I don't know. I've never even considered plugging in a joystick or a gamepad to my tablet.
I mean, it just came to my mind. I've used already how is it called? A keyboard.
Right. Yeah. Keyboards are much more common, but
never a joystick or a gamepad. It would really be interesting to try it.
I wonder, do they have wireless Bluetooth joysticks? I know they have gamepads, but they have joysticks. Like, I wonder if that's how you would do it. Because then the wireless joystick would have its own power. You would think.
Yeah, it really. I wonder right now too.
I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm just gonna go to Amazon because I'm just gonna go to Amazon real quick because that's the default these days. Yeah, capitalism. Bluetooth joystick. Oh, I'm getting gamepads. Now that's Logitech 3D is not Bluetooth. It's all gamepads. It's all freaking gamepads. I'm not seeing one joystick. Oh man, because you can get a gamepad. You can get a multitude of gamepads for these mobile devices, whether it's a Bluetooth one or one of those clicky ones that clicks to your USB-C port. They have those too. But I'm not seeing a Bluetooth joystick, and I wonder if such a thing exists. Sorry, folks. Hang on. We're doing a little tangent here. Oh, pardon me. Gotta be one, right? There's gotta be a Bluetooth joystick out there somewhere. That's all goddamn.
There's arcade sticks. An arcade stick could actually do the job.
Yeah.
Bluetooth arcade stick?
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, I've got one. I might as well link it. It's
Oh yeah, no, I see it. There's one on AliExpress and there's one on eBay and blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, they do exist. Oh wait, there's an 8-bit. Yeah, 8 do, yeah. Oh, Bluetooth. So I wondered if you could use that. So I'd be that nerd with this on my lap and a tablet in the airport.
And a cassette deck strapped to your leg.
That's right. Yeah, I want to be that nerd. Playing fucking Falcon 3 on a goddamn tablet with the Iron Eagle soundtrack going through my head through my fucking wired headphones. I'm gonna be that nerd, you guys. Just wait. I'm gonna be that nerd. Oh wait, what's
You get
that?
to see it.
What is this? What is this? Clicking on a link. It's kind of a joystick. Yeah, sort of a joystick. What's that thing? Where to buy? Kind of an old school joystick. Like, it looks like a joystick for an old thing. Yes, I'm in the USA. Oh my god, just tell me where to get it. Oh. Shouldn't be this difficult. Okay, never. We'll get back to that. So anyway, yes, Magic DOSBox. If you like DOS games, my god, this is amazing. So we're going to move on to another computer emulator. Another computer emulator called C64.emu. I have only tried this with one game so far, Project Stealth Fighter, and it ran great. I was very pleased. It ran great. Oh, it still says buy there. I bought it. Google's weird. Yeah, I ran Project Stealth Fighter on this because that was homework for Retro Dogfight, and it ran really well. Like I was very impressed. Some people say, like, some people complain it doesn't run as well as it used to anymore. Oh, hey, Jose. But yeah, I mean, if you like Commodore 64 games, and of course a lot of people here do, Commodore 64 was a huge thing back in the day. Yeah, this one is really good. Like I said, I've only run one game on it, but that one game is a little tricky to get running, I have found. And this ran it great. So, zippity doodah. Moving on to the next one. This is a Windows emulator for Android called Winlator. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I've tried to get about 10 games running on this thing, and only one has worked. I wish I could have gotten more. I've seen videos where people have gotten like Call of Duty and crap running on this thing. I'm like, oh my god. But I haven't tried that yet. The only game I got running on Winlator is Age of Wonders Shadow Magic. I couldn't get Heroes running. I couldn't get Fantasy. Either the original or the new Fantasy General running. I couldn't get Old World running. So a lot of games I could not get running on Winlator. Only Age of Wonders Shadow Magic. I don't know why. But yeah, and it runs fairly well with the mouse emulation. It's a little clunky to play on a tablet. It's a little bit clunky, but it's not that bad. It runs pretty well, but again, I haven't had a lot of luck with it. But I wanted to at least mention it since I've used it and had some success with it.
I couldn't get it running at all.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. Good.
I guess my tablet is simply too weak to run it in at all. Yeah, let's put it that way. To run it at all. It didn't run. It didn't run.
I'm sorry about that.
Sadly.
Yeah, it's a tricky, finicky thing. Like I feel like you have to load the emulated environment just right to load a certain game. It took like 6 tries just to get Age of Wonders running. And by then I was like, I'm done. I don't even want to play Age of Wonders now. I was so fed up. But a lot of people have had more success than me with it. I see that on the Android tablet and handheld communities that I'm in. So I wanted to at least mention it because more people have had success than me, and it apparently can run things like Call of Duty 4 and all kinds of stuff. I've seen videos of it, people like running all these games that I couldn't get running. Like I think people have run Grand Theft Auto on the day, like one of the Grand Theft Autos on it, maybe 5. So yeah, apparently it can work if you know what you're doing. or if you make the right sacrifice to the emulator gods, yes. Moving on to consoles now. Dolphin Emulator is a GameCube emulator. I mean, I think it's also Wii, I think, but I've only used it for GameCube games. And I've only played a few games on it. I've played the Rogue Squadron games, and God, what was that? What's that driving game? Truckmania? No. No. There's a GameCube driving game I played. I can't remember the name of it now. I've played a few games on Dolphin Emulator, and it worked no problem. Very easy to run. Put the game in there, and boom, it works. Got all the crazy ass weird GameCube controls you expect, because that was a weird controller. Let's be honest. It was a very weird controller. So I've played a few games on this one. Ran great, no problems. I really liked it. So moving on from that. Now, this one is a little tricky. When I first started this emulation journey, I got a program called Drastic, which is a Nintendo DS emulator. I got it right from the Play Store. And I still have it, and it runs DS games wonderfully. It's got the top and the bottom screens. The on-screen controls don't get in the way. It's great. I've played Pokemon Conquest, the Age of Mythology. Oh God, what's that war game? I can't. Panzer something. Oh God, I played so many games. SimCity Creator. I played a lot. Tetris DX. I played a lot of DS games on my tablet with Drastic. It's been removed from the Play Store, but you can still find it if you look for it. I don't know. I don't remember. It's not fully clear why it was removed, but it was removed. But it's still out there. There is a fork that someone has made of it that I think is on the Play Store, but I haven't tried that one yet. But I have tried Drastic. It does work. You can still find it if you seek it out. And it runs DS games fabulously. And I don't know about you guys, but I think the DS and 3DS library is probably the best library for any handheld. I don't think anything can beat it. I think it's got just such a great variety of gaming that nothing beats it. Oh yeah, I played one of the Pokemons on this as well. Pokemon Gold, I think. So yeah, this is Drastic works really well. You just got to find it. It's not on the Play Store anymore, sadly. So yeah, moving on to Sega now. Genesis emulator. Why does it say to buy? I bought it. I don't understand. Anyway, I've played this. I've used this one to play several games. We were talking about this last week. There were a lot of flight sims made for the Genesis. Shockingly, a lot of flight sims made for the Genesis. And so I've been tracking them down, like F-22, MiG-29, LHX, F-117. Oh God, there are others. See them from here. But there are a lot of, shockingly, a lot of. I think there's an F-15. A lot of flight sims for the Genesis, and so I'm like, I want these on the go. And I started playing them, and then I kind of ran to the password. But Spaz, you gave me a great workaround for the password thing last week, so that's great.
Yeah.
But this is a great. I haven't thrown the Starflight. I haven't thrown Starflight at it yet. I should. Should throw a Starflight at it because that's like the reason I got a Genesis was Starflight. But this is an excellent Genesis emulator that works shockingly well. No problems whatsoever. Really enjoyed it, and it's definitely worth the $5. I'm in a different account. Okay, well, that's all right. Moving on. This one is great. Redream. Oh wait, I'm on the right account. Wait a minute. I'm in the right account. Why is it saying? I don't know. This is a Dreamcast emulator, which I was pleasantly surprised to see because like Dreamcast emulators aren't easy. But I've run several Dreamcast games on this thing, including Armada. I haven't. That's a good call, Ferd. I didn't see if the Sega one had like a save thing, like a save state or anything. I didn't check that. I bet you it does. That's a good call, Ferd. I should look at that. Redream. I've played Armada, and I've played Crazy Taxi, and what's that Mars game? There's a Mars. I can't. The Mars game. And I played Bangio on Redream, and they all ran great. I was very pleasantly surprised because for ages, Dreamcast emulation was very finicky, forever. And I've always wanted portable Armada, especially. It's my favorite Dreamcast game. And now I have it because Redream works shockingly well. This is one of the free ones, and it's great. I really liked it. Oh, it's got in-app purchase, so it's kind of free. But yeah, I really like this one. So yeah, if you like Dreamcast games, this is going to 2 again. Now we're going to move on to Sony. For PlayStation 1 games, they've got Duck Station. And I've played Colony Wars on this. I've played what's that Star Trek? What's that Star Trek one? Invasion? Yeah, I played that on here. And I don't remember what else, but I've played several PS1 games on Duck Station. Worked a treat. Worked great. So this worked really well with every game I threw at it. The on-screen controls were great. And you know, I like having. I don't want to get one of those gamepad things because like I like the tablet being as portable as it is. So like I haven't tried one of those gamepad things for this, but so far every emulator I've tried has really great on-screen controls if that's your thing. And yeah, so every game I've thrown at Duck Station has worked fabulously. The one I've played the most, the one I've used the most though out of the Sony ones is Nether SX2. Which is on GitHub here. I don't know why it's not on the Play Store. This is a PS2 emulator. I have played all the PS2 Burnouts, Test Drive Eve Destruction. I think one of the Mercenary games I gave a shot. Yeah, this runs every PS2 game I've run at it great. Good on-screen controls, very easy to use. Especially for racing games, especially like really fast racing games like Burnout, it's got to have good controls. And I've been playing a lot of Burnout, Takedown, and Revenge, the 2 best Burnout games, in my opinion, on Nether SX2. And it is really, really great. Really, really great if you like PS2 games. This one is awesome. I haven't run into a game that I've had a problem with. All right, moving on to the PSP. PPSSPP is a PSP emulator, and I have run MotorStorm Arctic Rift, Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. God, what's that great strategy one? It's like Joan of Arc, Jeanne d'Arc. I think that one was called. Yeah, so I've run a bunch of PSP games on yeah, right. No, I've run a bunch of PSP games on this, and it runs very well. I have not run into one problem. I need to put some more of my games on there, actually. But yeah, if you like PSP games, and who doesn't? I mean, it wasn't as big of a smash hit as Sony wanted, but the PSP had a great library. It really did have a great library. A lot of people prefer it to the DS for some reason. Probably because its graphics are better. But, oh yeah, that Star Trek game, Command something. I played that one too. Kind of like a poor man's Starfleet Command. It was on DS and PSP, and I can't Command Adventures, something like that. I can't remember. But I played that one too, and that was really good. So yeah, this plays PSP games very well. You're into PSP games. And the final emulator that I have actually played, it's a very new one called 3DA VK, is a PlayStation Vita emulator. And I've only tried 1 or 2 games on this, like MotorStorm RC And oh god, I can't remember now. But MotorStorm RC is one of my favorite Vita games, and it ran great on this. I was very, very pleased. Recently, a PS3 emulator came out for Android. I think it's called RPS3, but I haven't tried it yet. But can you believe it? A PS3 emulator, y'all. If I could get MotorStorm Pacific Rift on the go, I will ironically never leave the house. But yeah, those are the emulators that I actually have had experience with. There are more, which I have linked to in the sources that will be on the post. There are emulators for just about everything, but I didn't have a Sega Saturn, for example, back in the day, so I didn't really play. I didn't really play with those emulators. But there are a lot of great ways to emulate old games on your machines. Oh, that went quicker than I thought. We're only at 40 minutes. Maybe this will be a shorter show than usual. Does anybody have any questions about emulation? Your co-hosts are in the chat. No, we'll just.
Nope, I'm
wrap
good.
up. Okay, I guess we'll wrap it up.
Not from my side.
I guess we'll wrap it up
Nothing here.
then. I guess we'll wrap it up then. Kind of a shorter show than usual. I did not plan to blow through these so quickly. I apologize. That's fine. I guess.
We had fewer tangents this time.
That's true. That's true. Best
So
Sega.
what I want to ask
Sure.
probably, is there any Atari ST emulator out there? Because I haven't found one yet.
Let's take a look. You talking about on the Play Store? Let's see. Atari.
Or anywhere else.
Android.
Because I want to play a Sundog in the ST version.
Okay, it looks like there's one called Hatteroid. Oh, RetroArch might do it too. I forgot to mention RetroArch. That's a multi-machine emulator that emulates a lot of different machines. So you might do it there, but I think there's one called Hatteroid. Yeah, Hatteroid is a free open source Atari STE emulator for Android. Put that there. Hey, Sundance. I guess that's what that means. Sundance. I have limited experience with Sega emulators. The best I have found are Dolphin for the Genesis, MTMU, MD for the Genesis, and Redream for the Dreamcast. But those are the only ones I played. But I'm excited about trying the PS3 emulator. I haven't tried it yet. Because again, if I can get MotorStorm Pacific Rift on there, or any of the MotorStorm games, Pacific Rift especially, oh god. Birds of Prey. Imagine Birds of Prey on there. Birds of Steel. Excuse me, Birds of Steel. That's the So yeah, there are a lot of great emulators out there, and apparently there is an Atari ST emulator for Android. I wouldn't be surprised if there's emulators for just about everything. Texas Instruments, whatever. So yeah, next week on the show, we're going to do our final installment of this mobile game journey we've been talking about. We're going to talk about our favorite mobile space games next week for any platform. There have been space games on just about every handheld and mobile platform over the years, from Wing Commander Prophecy for the Game Boy Advance. I'm not making this up. To Rebel Galaxy Outlaw on the Switch, and just about everything in between. There are a lot of great mobile games, mobile space games out there. Yeah, we're just talking about Sundance. We're just talking about Windlater. We've had some issues with it, but I've seen people have success with it. So I don't know. I think maybe I'm just dumb. But yeah, that'll do it for today. Tomorrow, again, because of my sleep, we're taking it day by day. I have several new space games to play that I need to cover. So if I have the energy, I will play one of them tomorrow. But I can't promise anything because my sleep has just been so messed up. So I'm taking it day by day. Yeah, I can't believe I never played Prophecy on the Game Boy Advance. I didn't try it because it looked terrible. It looked absolutely terrible. I can't imagine it's good. I can't imagine it's good. Maybe it is. I don't know, but I just can't. Anyway, so have a great day, everyone. Week. Be safe, be well. Take care of each other. Please get vaccinated if you haven't already. Get your shots. Wear your masks. Masks work. So do the shots. Thank you, as always, to our patrons who help pay for things like Restream, so we can all talk to each other. Kind of expensive. Don't forget to check out Retro Dogfight, my new podcast about old flight sims. And as David just said in the chat, don't forget to wear your helmet. Oh, pardon me. I'm so sorry. We'll see you back here next week and hopefully tomorrow. Have a good